Have you ever stepped onto a long-haul flight, looked at that tiny seat in economy, and thought, how on earth am I going to survive 10 hours in this thing? If you're over 55, you're not alone, because long flights aren't just uncomfortable, they can take a real toll on your circulation, energy, and peace of mind. But here's the good news. You don't need to spend $5,000 on business class to arrive feeling rested and ready. In this video, I'm sharing 14 senior-friendly flight hacks airlines never explain, simple, science-backed tricks that will help you stay comfortable, reduce stress, and avoid common mistakes. And make sure you watch until the very end, because the aisle seat you think is the safest bet might actually be the one you regret most. Quick challenge before we dive in. If you've ever struggled through a long flight in economy, type 1 in the comments. If you've cracked the code already, type 0. I want to see where our community is at. Firstly, let's talk about where you sit. Most travelers rush to grab seats near the front, but here's the secret. The back rows often give you the best survival odds. You can recline without worrying about crushing the person behind you. These rows are often the last to fill, so you might score an empty seat beside you. And you're closer to the galley and bathrooms, which is a huge plus if you need to stretch often or don't want to climb over sleeping neighbors. For seniors, that extra movement space can mean the difference between stiff, swollen legs and a comfortable arrival. I once met a woman in her 60s on a flight from London to New York who swore by the back row. She had an entire row to herself and said it was the first time in years she'd actually slept on a plane. She told me the freedom to stretch made her feel like she'd cheated the system. Secondly, here's a clever trick most people miss. When booking, select a special meal option: vegetarian, diabetic, low sodium, or even gluten-free. Why does this matter? Special meals are served first, so you eat while everyone else waits. They're usually prepared separately, which often means fresher and healthier. You also finish sooner, letting you get to the restroom before the aisles jam up. For seniors who may need to manage blood sugar, avoid heavy meals, or just want a calmer eating experience, this one simple step can make a huge difference. On a 12-hour flight to Sydney, I once chose a diabetic-friendly meal just to test it. Not only did it taste better, but I was finished and up stretching before the drink cart even reached row 15. For older travelers, avoiding heavy salty foods is a hidden blessing. It keeps swelling down and energy more stable through the journey. Thirdly, let's talk about what you wear. Jeans might look stylish at the gate, but 6 hours into a flight, you'll be squirming in discomfort. Instead, think of long-haul travel as a test of endurance. Wear layers that breathe when you're warm and insulate when you're cold. Merino wool is excellent for this. Add a hoodie or a light jacket you can turn into a pillow. And don't skip compression socks. They might not be fashionable, but they reduce swelling, improve circulation, and cut your risk of blood clots. Seniors in particular benefit from this because good leg circulation is critical during long periods of sitting. I'll never forget watching a fellow passenger, maybe in his 70s, take his shoes off mid-flight only to find his ankles had swollen up like balloons. He had no compression socks, and the poor guy had to shuffle off the plane, barely able to put his shoes back on. A little preparation saves a lot of discomfort. Fourthly, let's talk hydration. Everyone says bring a water bottle, but the smarter move is a wide-mouth insulated thermos. Why? Because it keeps drinks hot or cold far longer than those tiny cups airlines give you. You can ask for hot water to make tea, soup, or even oatmeal mid-flight. Imagine being the one passenger with a cozy warm meal while everyone else is sipping lukewarm coffee from plastic cups. And if your seatmate blocks the aisle while sleeping, you're still covered. A thermos is like a survival tool in the sky. One senior couple I met on a flight to Rome told me they always bring a thermos with peppermint tea bags. They said it became their ritual for calming nerves and keeping hydrated, and by the time we landed, they looked far more refreshed than the rest of us. Fifthly, here's a mindset hack that makes time fly. Save a favorite show, podcast, or snack just for your flight. I call this the tax rule. By linking something enjoyable with the experience of flying, you make the time feel less like punishment and more like a treat. For me, it's saving a new season of a show and pairing it with peppermint tea from my thermos. Suddenly, the hours don't feel as long, and you might even look forward to your flight. Seniors who often feel that long flights are draining can turn them into moments of personal retreat, almost like a mobile living room. Sixthly, let's solve the phone problem. Holding your device for 10 hours just doesn't work. The trick is to hack your tray table into a mini movie theater. A simple plastic bag hooked over the tray latch can hold your phone. A pair of sunglasses can act as a stand. Or, for just a few dollars, you can buy a travel gadget like a flex flap that holds your phone or tablet at the perfect angle. Once you've tried it, you'll never go back to craning your neck or chasing your phone as it slides down the tray table. Seventhly, here's something most travelers don't plan for. Not every seat has power. Some planes have USB ports, some have outlets, and some have nothing at all. And even when they do, you might be sharing one outlet with two strangers. That's why it's smart to bring a small power bank, plus a cable that works with both USB-A and USB-C ports. The peace of mind knowing your phone won't die halfway through your favorite show is worth it, especially if you rely on your phone for medication reminders, boarding passes, or simply to stay in touch with family. For seniors, losing power can also mean losing access to important health apps or emergency contacts, so don't gamble on the airline's outlets. Eighthly, before you even board, you can give yourself an advantage with a website called Seat Guru. Type in your flight number, and it shows you a detailed map of the exact plane you'll be on. It highlights the bad seats with limited recline, those too close to bathrooms, or even ones where the screens are known to break often. Seniors in particular should avoid seats with poor legroom or constant foot traffic nearby, and Seat Guru helps you choose wisely before it's too late. Ninthly, here's a mistake I see all the time. Passengers board, shove everything into the overhead bin, and then spend hours digging things back out. Instead, pack a small seat bag inside your personal item. Before you board, pull it out and place it under the seat in front of you. Fill it only with essentials: headphones, charger, snacks, medications, sanitizer, eye mask. That way, everything you need is at your fingertips, and you're not constantly bothering your seatmates. I've even seen savvy seniors pack crossword puzzles and a little notebook in theirs. Small touches that make the flight feel more enjoyable and less of a grind. Tenthly, now about those neck pillows. Airport shops make a fortune selling them, but the truth is, most people don't use them after one flight. A better trick is to use the blanket provided and roll it into a makeshift pillow, or turn a neck pillow backwards so it supports your chin. And here's a strange but effective tip. Bring a deflated beach ball, inflate it slightly and use it as a footrest. It's light, compact, and your ankles will thank you. I once watched a man inflate his mid-flight, and while a few people chuckled, by the end of the trip, his ankles looked far less swollen than everyone else's. 11th, if you finally manage to sleep, the last thing you want is to be woken up by a flight attendant checking your seatbelt. The solution is simple. Always buckle your seatbelt over your blanket. That way, if turbulence hits, the crew can see you're safely buckled without disturbing you. For seniors especially, uninterrupted rest is gold. 12th, another powerful tip is to pack a small freshen up kit for the last hour of the flight. A toothbrush, face wipes, moisturizer, lip balm, and even a change of underwear or a liner can make you feel human again. Airplane air is extremely dry, and by the time you land, your skin and mouth will feel like sandpaper. A quick refresh before landing boosts confidence, comfort, and makes you feel ready to face whatever's waiting at your destination. Even something as simple as wiping your face and brushing your teeth can take years off the exhaustion look. 13th, now let's talk about free drinks. Airlines love offering wine or whiskey mid-flight, but alcohol dehydrates you twice as fast at altitude. It disrupts sleep, dries your skin, and leaves you groggy when you land. If you want to arrive sharp, stick to water, herbal tea, or an electrolyte packet in your thermos. Save the celebratory cocktail for when you've checked into your hotel. Remember, the first few hours after landing are often the most stressful. Immigration, baggage claim, finding your ride, and being clear-headed is a huge advantage, especially for older travelers. 14th, let's bust a big myth. Everyone fights for the aisle seat, but not all aisle seats are equal. On wide-body planes with a 3-4-3 layout, the smartest aisle seat is actually in the middle block. Why? Because your seatmate has two ways out, left or right, which means fewer interruptions for you. If you want to sleep on a long flight without being elbowed awake every 90 minutes, this is the seat to choose. And once you've experienced the difference, you'll never go back to picking an aisle at the edge again. So there you have it, 14 senior-friendly flight hacks that can transform your next economy flight from a miserable endurance test into something manageable, even enjoyable. Which one surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments. Your answer might help another senior traveler. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Every week, we share practical tips to help you fly smarter, safer, and with more confidence. Because travel should feel exciting, not exhausting.